Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another video and the first update on the new layout. Quite a little bit to show you and talk about. I did say in the last video I thought these updates had come a little bit thick and fast because they've got the modelling juices flowing once again. So we'll give you a quick show of what's going on regards the track work and the layout. I will also give you a little show of the uncoupling system and the method we're going to be deploying on this layout. And then I will also reveal the name for the layout as well. So first of all, I've got some little scenic items out just to make it all look a little bit more appealing, but the track work is down. We have gone for, so we've got a nice longish head shunt there, long enough to hold, hold a long loco, which to be honest is all I need it to do. I've got no plans of holding the wagons in there and making the train in there, just because I would need a run round loop for that, and I don't have that facility. So nice long head shunt. It's also at a bit of an angle. Now when I was laying the track, it was voluntarily leaning itself to being on that angle, and originally I wasn't too happy about it. I'd envisaged having it, parallel to the baseboard, but actually I think an angled head shunt just gives it a little bit something else. It's a little bit less uniform, and yeah, I like it. So I had 4 points, 3 left hands and a right hand, and I'd worked it out that that was probably going to be the right amount, just to fork off into 3 or 4 sidings, but straight on again, like laddered, one off of each other all the way down. But I didn't need that many, to be honest. I didn't really have room to fit another one in at this end, so I was just going to go with the 2 left-hand points, and I thought, well, I've got the point now. And I didn't really want to waste it, so I needed a spur off to enter the large engine shed over there. So we brought that straight out the head shunt into a second point, one for the shed, and then I managed to get another little bit of a wavy curvy siding down there, down the side of the shed. Laying the track was fine. I've actually had oodles of fun since setting this up, so much to the fact that my lad has even come out, gone back to his roots of enjoying trains, and he's been shuffling locos around as well. Just being able to isolate a loco in one road and then shuffle them around, and then setting challenges with the cells, like, right, I want you to put the blue one in the shed and the yellow one out in the shed. And yeah, it's been brilliant. Everything's working absolutely flawlessly. And I'm really happy with it. Most of it is set track. There is a couple of pieces of flexi track in there, just to fit some little fillets and gaps and things. But yeah, it's just working brilliantly. I mean, I've been shuffling locos around for absolutely ages. I can't wait to actually get the uncoupling system in there, and start using the wagons and things. I just, like I say, I've never really gone full shunting mode and things. And yeah, I'm thoroughly looking forward to it. We'll just put all this 08 down here into this end siding, shall we? Wonderful. Won't drive it off the end. No buffers yet. So yeah, this is the layout of the track. The shed's been weathered. So it is a Lima building, is that. Gone over it with the whitewash to fill the mortar lines in, painted the doorways and window frames green, and then gone over it with the weathering powders and things. The roof looks very stripy there, with tiger stripes. It's not quite as poignant as that in real life, but I'll probably give that another going over. I've probably actually weathered over most of the mortar lines as well up at the top, but I like it. It's a good item. So we've done that. Also there we have a 3D printed retaining wall, so I think these are going to be used for, well, a certain length of the back seam. These are just printed out at home by a friend for me. So I'll take those ones, yeah, maybe halfway. Then I'm planning on maybe some laser cut factory ends and things, and that other one down there is just for show. But that is filament printed, and it's really good quality. You can't tell at all, really. I'm a little bit iffy sometimes with the ABS filament stuff, but no, that looks good. So yeah, that's the layout, the track work, and the shed. Right, so the wagons now, the uncoupling system. So over here you'll see we've got a little bit of a collection of brown mineral wagons. Now I was umming and ahhing about what wagons to use as the chosen ones, if you like, for the uncoupling system. Obviously the couplings need modifying, and I originally thought I'd just get a nice mixed rake, but then the ears of the wagons were a little bit out and a bit out of sync. But I did have an abundance of brown mineral wagons. Now these were all, to be honest, project wagons. They all either had buffers missing, couplings missing, or they needed wheel sets. And I've just kind of stashed them over the years, so I thought these felt like the perfect candidates. They will all get a single individual number, just discreetly on the body side, because obviously I would like to go with like the card system, you know, to make the trains and things, and these are all the same wagon, so they will just get a really tiny white loco number just somewhere in the corners, just so I know which is which. But we are going for the magnetic uncoupling system. And I'll take you over to Common Bar in a second. I'll just show you that, because I never actually made a video on the uncoupling system that I use on the layouts. But you can see some of the wagons. So this one here, brass buffers fitted. That one was a bufferless one. They all needed couplings, and hopefully you can just see there the staple on the NEM coupling. But yeah, I'll take you over and I'll show you that. So this is the essence of it. So we are going to be shunting mineral wagons. We've got 7 here in total. Track works absolutely fine. And yeah, I'll show you this uncoupling system, and then we'll reveal the name of the layout. So I'll take you over to Common Barn now. Okay, we'll see you in a second. Right, okay, we're down on a very busy looking Common Barn. Right, so this uncoupling system. You'll see there hidden in the track, not so much hidden, but placed in the track, we have 5 little teeny tiny magnets. They are about 2mm in diameter. They are the mega strong ones. The one with the really long name beginning with Neo Caradil, one of them ones. And these are what we use for the uncoupling system. So as I showed you on the wagon up there, all you need to do is fit a staple onto the arm, if you like, if you can see under that wagon there, onto the arm of your coupling. And then what will happen, if I just bring you over, and I will shunt this in by hand. So once you come over the magnets, so you'll see this first wagon will want to lift up like that. Yeah, and then again, one of the mineral wagons that we're going to be using on the new layout, bring it in, reverse it back, and it will uncouple. And this has been the easiest uncoupling system I've come across. Now, I went on a little bit of a venture a few years ago trying to find the ultimate DIY uncoupling system. And I tried many methods, the plastic stripping the rail and things like that. They're all a little bit meh and a little bit iffy, but this one, you know, it's faultless. I won't lie, you've got a little bit of work to do, you know, in setting up the height of the staples on the couplings. Obviously, all couplings are different heights. Some are a little bit stepped up. I mean, you can see there, for example, the one on the left is a little bit lower than the one on the right, and it does alter and it does, you know, change things regarding the staple. But literally a bob of super glue, stick it on and give it a try. If it's too long, you can go back in with some snips and just snip the end off. If it's too short, just have to go again, take another one, stick a fresh staple on. But once you've got them on there and you've got them at the right heights, as I say, you know, they'll go up and down over those magnets, no bother. Now, the only reason I've got 5 in there is just to increase the surface area, really. You do need to be a little bit careful in the depth of the magnets in the ballast and in between the tracks. That is something I'm going to have to get dead right on the new layout. But yeah, that's the chosen uncoupling system. Right, I'll take you back over to the new layout and give you the name reveal. See you shortly. Okay, so what are we calling this new wonderful creation? Well, I am a little bit soppy, I'm a little bit sentimental. My other layout, so Common Barn, That's named after my granddad. He was a keen owl admirer, and his favourite owl was the common barn owl, so that's where common barn came from. My engage layout is called Em's Lane, which is named after the missus, who is called Emily. And one of my other layouts was Keithley Sidings, which is just a local area to me, and you know, somewhere I've spent a lot of time and somewhere I was fond of. But yeah, that's sadly no longer with us. So layouts have always been, you know, named for a reason. And keeping on the soppy theme, I have been describing this layout to people as, you know, it's cute. I like it. It's small, it's little, you can do a lot in there. And I think once the scenery's in there, you know, it will be a cute layout. So we are naming it after the current family hamster, which is Pumpkin. So this is going to become Pumpkin Road, I think. I may have, you never know, somewhere on there a little allotment with a little pumpkin patch. But obviously the young uns and things have taken kindly to that. And yeah, it gets me a name, and yeah, I quite like it. So Pumpkin Road from now on will be the layout updates that you'll see titled. All right, so next video, hopefully the next video, if we can get some more 3D printing done, that retaining wall might be up. I suppose really I should crack on with the tedious job of ballasting, which I do loathe. I was going to try using roofing felt as a method, but no, that's not sitting right in my head as something that'll work. So I am going to go for ballast, maybe some clay, maybe some Das clay, just to build the yard up. I do want this yard quite flat. I just literally want it compacted, ballast, ash, whatever, some grass growing through it. So we'll see, and then we'll just see how much scenery we can get done as well. All right, so as always, let me know your thoughts, and I will see you all see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.